Alright, so if you guys follow along and you watch the last video, you will notice that I am in the exact same place, wearing the same shirt, and that's because I'm filming these videos back to back. And before the thought is gone, while my memory is still fresh, I'm going to record this video and just talk to you guys a little bit about, well, you saw the title, Winter Blues. And by that I mean um, just basic, lack of energy and motivation in wintertime. And is it something that you should push through, do your hobby stuff anyways, or do your projects anyways? Or is it something that it's okay just to kind of do a little bit less through winter? And what are some of the things that you guys do to combat some of the winter blues? Now, I will say that I do suffer with anxiety and depression to an extent. I've never had anything diagnosed, but there are definitely times when I feel the darkness creeping in, and I find it hard to think positive. I find it hard to see the good in the world. The last couple of years especially has been hard, not only with all of the pandemic stuff going on, but just life in general as you get older. We've got kids, we've got career, we've got different stresses like that kind of pile up as you get older. And I'm sure there's a lot of you guys out there that have similar feelings, and some of you guys that have it far worse than me. So I'm not going to make it seem like, everything's terrible for me. But, winter is a tough time, and I really have to own up to that and realize that. And then what's really helped is knowing that and being prepared for it and trying to find ways to cope, and also trying to find ways to make it better. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to completely eliminate any of the anxiety, the depression, stuff like that. Um, but there are things you can do that definitely help. For me, my church family is a huge part of keeping positive and just sharing continually with each other the good news of the gospel that no matter what happens here in this life, our hope is not here, not in the here and now, which if it was, it would be pretty sad and hard to overcome that sometimes. But because my hope is based on eternity, um, it makes things on the here and now a lot easier to deal with. It doesn't make things easy. So if anybody thinks that, you know, being a Christian or being part of a church or something that makes life easy, that's definitely not the truth. If anything, it makes life more difficult because um, there's a lot of misconstrued opinions and ideas about how Christianity works, and that we have hate towards different groups or different people or things like that. And unfortunately, there are people out there who show those things, right? Now, being humans like everybody else, we make mistakes and we are just as flawed as anybody else. The thing is, it's just when that shows, it right away gets pegged as hypocritical, which it is. It truthfully is. But where I stand and where I come from is that I have no hate. I have no bad feelings towards anybody. Um, are some people easier or harder to love? Yeah, I mean that's life. Everybody more relates more with certain people and has a harder time with other people. Um, but that doesn't mean that we can't show love towards people that we don't necessarily agree with. And that's what I find as the foundation of what I believe is, well, it's a couple of things. It's love Jesus, love people, and help people to love Jesus. I mean, that's what I base things on. So I don't judge people. I know and get along with a wide variety of people from all different races, cultures, backgrounds, and I try to love every one of them. I mean, I fail at that because I'm human, but that's my goal, is to love everybody no matter who they are. And so being said, yeah, church family and that hope that I have makes things a lot easier to deal with depression, anxiety, things like that. Obviously, hobby stuff's not a huge deal. Like if I don't feel like doing hobby stuff, it's not the be all end all. It's not the end of my life. It's not the end of the world. But hobby stuff does also help mentally, kind of calm things down for me. When I'm painting a miniature, it does calm my mind down. Um, when I'm building terrain, it really brings out the creativity and helps your mind expand. And again, when you're using your brain, it helps your brain. It's like, working a muscle. The more you use it, the more it grows. And if you don't use it for a while, you can really feel that. I know if I don't play board games or hobby games for a while and try playing them again, it's like, man, this is harder to do these things. It's harder to just compute those little processes of strategies and stuff. But then when you do it again a little bit, it gets easier. So as far as combating the winter blues, do you guys push through? Do you just force yourself to do things? Like for the first little while making videos on this channel, I forced myself to do a video every week. And if I don't force myself somewhat, there's times when I'll just quit. That's just who I am. I start things easy and I quit things easy. So I have to commit to certain things to make sure that I follow through. Now, I don't think it's feasible for me to just always do a video every week, and so that's why I haven't been doing a video every week. But I do want to continue to make these videos. I really enjoy the video the process of making the video. I don't necessarily love every part of it. I don't love the editing part of it. I don't mind it. But all these little things take time, obviously, right? And so as I go forward, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do everything myself, but I still want to continue to make videos. I've learned a lot about filmmaking in the last couple of years, not just, working through this channel, but just in general. And, I enjoy making good quality videos. That's something that I strive for. Hopefully that comes through. And I would like to continue to make those, but they do take time and effort. So yeah, I guess the question is what kind of things do you guys do when you're not feeling like hobbying or when you're just feeling down in general? Do you have tips, good ways to combat that? And if you're still watching at this point, maybe you can relate to me and we can bounce ideas off of each other. I'm really excited about opening up a board game store. But I mean, there's a lot of extra stress that it puts on you too. So I'm thinking this winter, it's going to be hard because, there's a lot of costs involved in setting up the store, just getting shelving, putting in the necessary facilities, like a bathroom and building things out. Everything costs money. And, there's always little things, even though I've budgeted for X amount of things, there's always little things that pop up that you weren't accounting for, and there's things that just stress you out thinking about them. Like setting up the contracts with distributors. That's been going pretty well, but now I have to wait until we're actually in the building to finalize all that stuff. So it weighs on you, and so I have to take time away from all of that. I know that to just do stuff with my family, whether it be watch a movie, hang out and play a board game, get together with our friends, things like that you can kind of stop, take your mind off of the things that bring you stress, and allow you to continue on with a fresh mind the next time you go into it. So thanks for watching, guys. Share your struggles with me if you can. You can always jump onto our Discord and we can chat there. You can chat privately if you want to. I would love to share with you guys. If you think that you're alone, if you are struggling with depression, anxiety, just feeling blue, I know one thing that does help a lot is sharing with other people. And so if you haven't shared with somebody and you feel like sharing with me, go ahead. You can send a direct message on Facebook. You can send a direct message on Instagram. You can send a direct message through Discord. And I would love to chat with you privately if that's what you'd like. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching. And let's continue on this crazy creative journey together. Thanks.